Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, you caught me drinking water from my fancy Disneyland cup that I took from Disneyland.
I'm drinking from a Disneyland cup as well. No way. This might be
Hey,
Universal
Cuppa.
Studios. This might be Universal Studios.
That's a different property where we can't be friends anymore. But we still be co-workers because I'm Kurt, the lead writer, and this is Darren, the game director for Adderstone Games.
Oh.
How you doing this week, Darren? Everything all right? Everything hot? Everything fucking burning?
It's less hot now, actually. And did something cool happen this week? No. Wait, I thought that something did, but I can't remember. Yeah, that's weird. I know, I'm currently very excited about Guild Wars 2, which is my go-to MMO. They've got a new expansion coming out soon, and they've just been releasing the new elite specs, which are subclasses for all of the stuff, and they're all pretty damn good. A few of them are bit misses. The thief throws rats at people. That's weird, but the other ones are all really cool. So I'm hyped for it. Yeah.
Wait. The thief throws rats?
Kinda. There's their own creature in the universe called a scrit. It's like a rat person. They're kind of small. Sure. They're really dim-witted, but if you get them together, they have a hive mind and they get smarter. And they like shiny things. So the idea is the thief is befriended one and uses it to steal things from people. But they're called Scrit though, so he's become a Scrit wizard, which is weird.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, when is it coming out?
That's a good question. I think October or November time-ish. I think around then. Okay. But there's a beta for all of the subclasses end of August, I think, which we're excited for. Yeah.
Shout out to the team of Guild Wars 2, by the way. Not our gaming senpais, but I have nothing but admiration for their writing team. I think it was Reese Osby and I think David, was it Zeb Cook maybe?
Yeah.
On Guild Wars 2, like L5R and D&D.
Yeah. And their art direction is amazing, so it really inspired Avon from the get-go. It was always inspired by Guild Wars. And I love my game design is inspired by Guild Wars as well. The idea of matching professions and matching classes together to make a legendary path in Legends of Avalon was inspired by Guild Wars 1. They have the same kind of system. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, that's good. It's role-playing games inspired video games inspired role-playing games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a healthy culture.
Yeah.
I had two cool things that happened this week.
Yeah,
for
sweet.
me on my end. One, we got keys to our new terrace house, so we're moving to a place with better internet. So hopefully I'll cut out less.
Yay.
And it'll be less of Darren saying something profound, and it cuts out of me, and I'm just like, yeah. I have to go back on YouTube and watch it, see what happened. And then it was my son's birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. And my son's favorite store on the planet is IKEA. So we took him to IKEA for his birthday. And that was fun. And then and we bought. What
is it that he likes about it? Is he like seeing all the different rooms? Does he like hiding in places, or does he just like touching stuff?
All of the above.
All of the above. Yeah, cool.
He has a pretty rich imagination.
Yeah.
So he's going to the beds and drinking the tea, and he's he goes to the lights and he compares the lights.
Yeah.
And then he plays with the toys that they have, and he'll go to the kitchen and he'll pretend to cook.
Yeah.
Other kids are literally
just so bored. Yeah.
Yeah, so bored. But he's in the kitchen he's to open thing.
You idiots! Don't you see how much fun there is in here? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he'll pretend to go to sleep, and then he'll hit the alarm, and then he'll wake up, and it's time to be awake and stuff. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, he just loves IKEA, and they have the computers where you can model what the room.
Yeah, I know. I see that, and then I just don't do it because, dude, I'm gonna be there forever if I start doing that.
Yeah, he's trying to learn how to make room dimensions and make giant rooms. Yeah, thanks for the birthday wishes, Sophia. No, it's wonderful. And it was his birthday, so we rented a car, and we asked him, "Hey, what do you want to listen to, buddy? It's your birthday. What do you want to listen to?" And he said, "Plans. Death Cab for Cuties plans." So I'm like, "Yeah." So this kid, he's basically a 43-year-old man in a 6-year-old's body because of influence, I guess. But no, it was fun. It was definitely a good day, and it tied into us buying furniture and shopping for furniture for our new place and stuff. So
Perfect.
But it's been busy. It's just been busy, like writing. But big milestone. We finished that whole chapter this week.
Yeah.
We finished the whole chapter of stuff, and now we're on the brink of finishing another chapter. Welcome to the chat, QWERTY. Your mom used to just leave you at the soft play by the front door that the Birmingham one has. Yeah, so there's a kids' play center at IKEA.
Yeah, but that ain't the real play center.
Well, we know he wants to play in it, but we never get to it.
Yeah,
because he's in like the main room for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
just like looking around with stuff and like going to couches and like comparing things.
Awesome.
It's weird, man. He likes design. I think he has the heart of a industrial designer.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing while you're talking. I was thinking, man, this kid's gonna.
Yeah, because he loves trains.
Yeah.
All his art is around like trains and like signs. Like he loves to draw signs and buildings. Like the toilet signs and exit signs. He'll draw those and incorporate them in his art.
Awesome.
I don't know. Kids like what they want, man. So, but yes, he loves that stuff. So thank you for a great week, guys, and let's have another great one coming up, which we start off from Thursday to Thursday with YouTube comments. Isn't that what we do?
We're gonna review YouTube comments. Yeah, and welcome back, YT. Welcome back, Zilphia, as well. Let's go to screen share.
I'm sick though. That's the one bet. I am sick, by the way.
You're sick? Yeah, I'm a little bit sick as well. Funnily enough, we're both sick. We're both a little bit sick. Okay, so our last stream was about what's an Adderstone, and it was awesome. You guys got me a wonderful gift. And we made an Adderstone in game as well, so it was pretty great. And our favourite YouTube fan, Tuap, left a couple of comments.
Tuap, big up Tuap.
Yeah, shout out Tuap. First, borrowing from the Greek mythology a bit, what if instead of summoning a combat snake, the Adderstone summons some kind of prophetic oracle snake, which could also fit as the flip side of seeing into the past. Yeah, I like that idea. Like, you know what? I think I said to Kurt off stream about this comment. I was thinking, well, the problem is if you summon a snake that's an oracle snake, it's doing the same thing that Adderstone is already kind of doing, and so I don't really see the purpose of it. But what if? I just thought that. What if the snake was the person you asked the question from? Asked the question to. But the idea is that the Adderstone is what you see, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm still happy with it being like a magic snake instead. That helps you cast spells and things. What do you think about that?
Well, when you say a prophetic snake, that's still an entity, right? Is that different? Is that different? No,
they're saying instead of having a snake that helps you in fights, it is a prophecy snake. But then I'm saying, well, then there's more prophetic powers to the stone. That's cool. But then it's like, how much prophecy is too much prophecy? You know, like it already sees into the past. You summon a snake to predict the future as well. I don't know. It's a bit much.
I guess I was thinking making it like more. Yeah, it could just do both. Like it's a good character with these powers and properties.
Yeah.
That is can fight for you, but also has a prophetic element, which wouldn't necessarily bother me. Yeah. It's a legendary item, so it should be powerful.
And you know what as well? Here's a big trick, guys. Is flavor is a powerful thing. We could keep the snake as a snake that helps you cast spells, but we can literally flavor it as the snake sees into the future and helps you weave the paths of magic, and that's how he helps you cast spells. You see what I mean?
Oh, there you go. Like I got you.
Yeah, which is great, right? So basically, what Tuat's done here is kind of made, instead of the snake just being a magic snake, now it has a thing that ties into what's going on, and that's great. So, yeah, that's cool.
Yep, I'm in. Let's do it.
I'm into
And
it.
also, is your name also in the comments, Tuap? Are you Tuap or are you 2AP?
True, we should ask. Yeah, I've been calling him Tuap, but could be.
Are you Tuap because that's like your name or like your adult name, or are you 2AP like when you play League of Legends, you just like go all in on ability power characters? Let us know. Let us know in the chat.
Next comment, yeah. In the next video, yeah. Okay, and then they didn't have another comment, which is very lovely. This is one of my favorite streams you've done. All the streams are my favorite, but this one is my favorite of favorites. Also, based on the final part of the stream, just curious if you've ever done or ever will do how to play Legends of Violin or live play LOA videos. So, I have always kind of wanted to do those things, but one, it's a bit difficult because it's hard to find a group of people that aren't like shy on camera.
Sure.
Also, I'm a bit shy on camera as well, even though I have been a game master for a long time. Doing it on camera is another thing. But Also, there's also just a practicality side of it. I'm not very good at doing the streaming stuff either, and I'd have to then do streaming for 4 to 5 people in one go. So to work around that problem, I've actually had people do live plays of Legends of Ireland, and my favourite one is by Casters and Castles, which is a group of casters, aka esports casters, aka esports commentators, that kind of met up through Overwatch, the Overwatch casting scene, and they do some Let's Plays. And so, yeah, they did one for Legends of Ireland character creation, and they did one for the Seeding Stone starter adventure as well. Shout out to Tormented by Gnomes, who's a great guy. Met him in LA when I went over to Los Angeles one time. We had a wonderful dinner together. Yeah, so that stuff does exist. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I was looking something up, and I just noticed. Shout out to remember our friend Mildred the Monk.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see that they just last month they streamed a Legends of Ireland quick start?
No.
Review. Yeah. So shout out to Mildred too.
Wait. Well, why? He should have told me. What the hell?
No, I don't know. He just did it. I'm gonna give him a.
All right. Then.
So give Mildred a view too. I'll post it in the
Sure.
Twitch chat for you.
Mildred Legends of Ireland. All right. Well, how did you find that? I'll have to.
I just googled. I was looking for the video you were talking about, like how to play a violin, in the first one that came up with. So
yeah.
So shout out to Mildred the Monk for doing. We did a conversation with them last year, like in advance of the campaign, and that was very nice. Very nice interview, very pleasant, good questions, and glad to see that they just streamed a how to play last.
I guess he's doing just like a rundown of it. I'll have to send us some more material there that you can look at if you want to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right, thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and I guess if we're talking about reviews that people have done, the best reviews that I've seen of Against the Fairy Queen, Against the Fairy Queen reviews. There is one by Cantrips Media, which is fantastic. And then there's another one by... Oh, why can't I ever remember her name? Oh, it's frustrating. You can't find it because she didn't put Against the Fairy Queen in the title of the video, so it's difficult to find this one.
Oh, sure.
What does she call herself? It's Faye something. Faye... Oh, what does she call herself?
Oh, yeah, she talks about all things, like, if you maybe look up D&D...
Yeah.
What was the name of the D&D version? The Feywilds?
Yeah, the Feywilds, yeah.
The Feywild. She might spell Feywild with F-E-Y.
Feywild Fiend, there you go. So maybe I should let her know about this. Like, it's actually hard to find the video because it's not in the title. But yeah, here we go. The Celtic-inspired Fey campaign book. Yeah, this one here. This is also an excellent video if you're ever interested in learning about Against the Fairy Queen. Cool. All right, I'll watch that later. Thank you, Kurt. Let's get started then, shall we?
No worries. No, thank you to AP or 2UP for leading us on that search. So, and if you're watching this and you want to review Legend of Ireland, tell us. And we'll be like, we're happy for you to do it. Should do Let's Play. And Darren and I do talk about doing stuff on stream, but when you're making stuff together, it can be hard to find a pause and a breath to
we're on crunch time to get the book done. So, but afterwards,
there's not. I think after this book's done, and we have another project coming up that is great, and we're excited to talk about it. I think, and it's fun, but it might allow us to have a bit more brain space to run games or something. So we'll see. But we'll have to talk about that behind the scenes and figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah. So last time on stream, we finished the chariot, I think. And then we also worked on the Adderstone. We have done the harp already. Then from batch 1, Callan Volk doesn't need to be written because it's already written in Against the Fairy Queen. So we don't have to brainstorm for that. The Evermother's Cauldron, we've kind of already solved that as well. It's about the origin story of the Evermother, how she defeated the Iskithyrwin. And then we also had the idea of it being forged in the Pendulike Mountains. And we already know where it is today. This is the Cauldron of Inspiration in Caer Pedruvan. So that's done.
We've answered these important questions as we've gone along.
We've done the board game. Guy Bolg, I'm going to write. It's going to be directly inspired by the real tales of Guy Bolg. It's an original spear. I'm going to keep it named as is, so that's going to stay as is. So then we're on to batch 3. And we've got 4 more items. We have boat. We have cloak. We have fancy bow. And we have mail. I can tell you a bit more about these things rather than just city names. So,
and are all these done by the illustrious illustrator and lovely human being Chrissy Diggs?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. I like.
So shall I tell you a bit about them all?
When I saw the bow, I was like, "Oh man, that bow is like, it's very, very." What do the kids say nowadays?
I don't know.
Demure. I don't think that's a
the
word.
boat is demure. That's not. I don't think that's the good use of that word.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying that's the correct way to say it.
Yeah.
I'm saying the way kids are using it.
I don't think they would use it to describe this boat either. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You're right. I don't know what the kids are doing. If they are, then more fool them. Right.
Yeah.
This boat. This is in our world. This is King Arthur's boat. It has a name, and I always forget it. I get it confused with Prydwen, which is the name of the other world. It is Prydwen. That's it. This is King Arthur's boat, and it features in the Treasures of Anun, which is a poem that Taliesin wrote down. That features. This is a really important poem. That poem also features the names that we used for our realms in Anun. That's where Caer Prydwen and Vedwyd, Crannog, and all those names came from. It also features a number of treasures as well, which are also featured in the artifacts here. And so this is a ship that he uses to sail into the other world. In our world, my current idea for this is that this is a ship that belongs to the Everstranger or one of his Telworth Taig, and it is a ship that can sail into the other world. Essentially, it can find portals into the other world in the open seas, and so it can take you back and forth at will, which is an unusual property. I don't know what other things we can give to it as well. We could, give it like infinite food or something, or the people on board become ghosts so they don't need to eat anymore. Things like that we can do if we want to. It's like a literal ghost ship. Those are ideas there. In fact, I'm going to write that down now. I just had that idea. On board, you become a ghost and don't need to eat. Don't need rations. That's interesting. Don't know if we'll go with that, but I like the idea. That's the boat. Then this cloak is one of the legendary treasures of Britain. It is the coat of Padan Beisurith. There's a lot of items in the treasures of Britain that have the same property, which is that the item proves your honor. Whether you're a man or a woman, there's something about it that lets you know that this guy's a nice guy. And they kind of all do the same things. I've been steering away from that because they all do it, and I wanted to make it more interesting than that. This law was that it would be the right size for a well-born man, but if a low-born man wore it, it would not go upon him. But what's more interesting to this artifact to me is that the person that it belonged to was a Romano-British official of the Roman Empire, but was also perhaps given chieftain rank, or was chieftain given Roman military rank. So he was a person that had his feet in both worlds, which I found really interesting. So I instead made the artifact around that idea. And so our current story for it is that it's a cloak that belonged to a Varlic man who joined the Rexian army. And its trim patterns represent the culture of the language of the speaker. And if you switch languages, then the cloak switches languages with you. And then it also has a property that if you cast spells against someone in a language you can speak, or a language you can't speak, outside of that, it has advantages, basically. So this cloak gets better, is more useful the more languages that you speak. So it's useful for someone who's a worldly person, which I think is interesting.
I mean, obviously speaking languages naturally... But let's focus on this for a little bit, because one, I love that there's already a character associated with this that we can sort of flesh out a bit more.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like that means it has a story built in already, like based on history, and I love that about it.
Yeah.
Especially because it's based in the real world. Two, when we talk about languages, obviously speaking languages should benefit you already in like a parlay. But I love this idea of it changing its treatment because it's magical and it's sort of like allowing you to sort of ingratiate yourself more with the person you're speaking because they're like, oh, he's one of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Should it also advantage you in like parlay, like social encounters?
Yeah, I think so too, probably. Advantage somehow in parlay social encounters. Well, encounters you speak their language. Yeah.
Like imagine also like, let's say your goal in social encounter is actually to enrage someone. You also know their insults in that language better, kind of thing, and it's coming from like someone of your culture. Anyway, there's like little things you can play with that I think are kind of fun. And to me, that's basically it. Like that gives us enough material to just finish this one.
So then let's focus on the story then, because I'm happy with those rules ideas, and I can just hammer those up off stream. But then we have the person. I guess I feel like it kind of already writes itself. Like he's a guy who joined the Raxian army and saw the world, right? And then he came back to Avala and speaks like 10 different languages.
The current owner speaks like he's one of the most well-traveled Valak that have ever lived. Yeah. So I kind of like that. And I mentioned the River 10 Tower, right?
Yeah, probably. It doesn't have to be. I mean, we can.
It doesn't have to be, but
we can alter it.
Probably. Unless you think
it's an army and travelled the known world. Now speaks 10 plus languages and returned to Avalon with the craziest stories to tell. So then, how did he get this thing? I mean, we don't have to have a reason of how we got it. I mean, it could just be his cloak and somehow it got imbued with his magic or essence. Is the guy now dead as well? Like, I feel like he's dead, otherwise why would you have his cloak?
I mean, it could be a gift. Okay, is he alive or dead? If he's dead...
Yeah.
Even if he's dead, we still have to come up with a story of how he got it, right?
Or how it's made. I mean, not necessarily, but yeah, I think generally it's good. And I think he probably should be dead as well, because like it's a legendary artifact somewhere in the world.
Sure.
Like
so he
someone else.
But that just means that means that within the last 2 or 3 generations, this guy was a person, right? Because that's the number of generations in which the Raxians were sort of.
Yeah. Well, I think it could. I mean, the Raxians have been there for at least 30 years, so it could have been like after 5 years, he then went off exploring for 15 years, came back, lived for another 10, and then passed on.
So what I'm saying is, it's not an ancient artifact; it's a new artifact.
No, that's true. Yes, it is new. Yeah.
So how would a new artifact get made? If it's magical, it would either be a wizard from it could be a wizard from like a sorcerer from another land, right? Who couldn't understand him. Yeah. And so he was like, hey, here's this enchantment.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, I my thought was initially the opposite, was like, okay, maybe he had a meeting with the Everchild or one of the Ever Ones because he'd seen so much of the world that he had knowledge to give that was interesting. And then they had a competition of languages to prove, how much experience he had. And then he won the competition and he was gifted, or his cloak was enchanted with his power to reflect that. But I like your idea as well because it's something brought from another place.
Imagine if, like, our version of of Iron Age mythic Africa / Egypt, and there's like living gods on Earth and he's like they had him being an ambassador or something because their country has gods, but they were like, all right, well, we don't understand you, so let's fast track it. And then it also gives like the ability to like understand people or
but now we're doing the opposite thing now instead of it rewarding you for knowing languages, it's giving you the languages just as a get-go.
Sure. Or maybe he went there and he impressed him with his like polyglottism.
Yeah.
And as a reward for learning the language, he
Yeah.
was like raised to the level of like chieftain, and given that like he basically became a key person in like starting a relationship with like a new trading partner or something.
Yeah.
Like Elseworlds.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's basically tying into the same idea I had a second ago with the Everchild rewarding them for the polyglottism, but just a different god instead. The issue with it is that then we'd have to write lore. At least, would we have to say something about this other god in this other place? Like we would have to pin something down.
Yeah, we just hint at something.
Hint at something.
Yeah,
okay.
Like I think that's fun. I think that's interesting.
God.
So that we can't do that anyway.
God from another region was impressed by polyglottism and learning the language. A language and enchanted the cloak to reflect that. And then they returned to Avalon, told many stories, and died. Now where is this cloak then? Because I'm guessing the guy didn't have kids because he was, well, probably did, but they're all over the place, right? He doesn't have anyone to hand this down to. So
no, this guy was definitely an Isaac Newton. He was just like his only love was the language.
So where is this cloak now? Like, how do players find it? How is it acquired?
Well, clearly it belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, like if we want to do a callback, it could belong to. What was the name of the? Wasn't there a collector? The collector of artifacts.
True. That you're right. That's a good back pocket. That's a good. Yeah, you're right. Against the Fairy Queen. Collector. What was his name? I always want to remember names before I look them up, but I'm very poor at remembering names.
People are better at remembering. People are better at remembering names in general. It's just harder. It's even harder to do it for fictional characters. So.
No, I don't remember. We'll look it up.
No, just put it in there. We'll look it up, yeah.
Could have it. But
by the way, have you heard about South Park? How they research their characters when they need.
Yeah, I also saw that clip as well. Yeah.
They just like Google it and then like look up wikis.
Yeah, but that makes sense for those guys. I mean, a lot of teams have like internal wikis, but I don't see why.
But they don't have an internal wiki.
Yeah, no, I said it makes sense for them. I don't see why they would. Yeah.
I see what you mean. All right, so should I have it? Yeah.
All right. I mean, is that enough? Should we have any secrets without this, or is the secret that it's like a magic from another land? Like that's the secret.
Sure. Yeah. Make that the land from another land. I mean, it could be magic from another land, and also, I mean, if you want to do the real spy secret, it could be that the god of knowledge from that land enchanted it, and whoever wears it, also that person is able to like see what they see or like possess part of their consciousness, kind of thing. That's where the magic comes from. Like it's like a reconnaissance tool for a different god.
Or it just maybe instead that if they were to return to that land, they would be honored with an audience with that god, which is something special anyway.
Sure, it could be that. I'm okay with that.
Returns to.
But what do you think, chat? You tell us what you think it could be. But those are our ideas right now.
Honored with an audience. Oh god.
Oh man. I have a bad case of a knife stabbing my throat. You ever have that? When it feels like a knife. I got that.
Assuming. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Cool. So that's kind of done then, ish. Like this is enough for you to work off, right? And enough for me to make a.
Yep, 100%. I think it's plenty.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
You guys are tossing around. Nice. We're good tossers.
So oh, thank you, Sophia. We're good tossers, sure. I don't have the same meaning in North American English.
Yeah. You say it does or doesn't?
It does. I mean, we know what it means, but we don't say it often.
Yeah.
All
right. So the other item is a fancy bow. This is I wanted to include something from the Roman gods, or our version of the Roman gods, the Phyrexian gods, the Exilium, the exiled
Yeah.
gods. And
Sure.
this is inspired by the legend of Eurytus, who is kind of a Greek-Roman sort of demigod. I don't think he's quite a demigod, but he's a very powerful heroic fellow. And this artifact was forged by a god, or belonged to a god, I believe, possibly Apollo. And there's a few legends attached to this bow that always end in kind of death and vengeance. So
you're
yeah, actually, callback in the episode we did with Alex, like over about a year ago now, where we brainstormed a bunch of legendary artifact ideas. One of his ideas was, what if there was a weapon that tied into the personality system? Like if you're just, like only if you're just can you use this weapon, but to use it you have to like betray your justness by doing something unjust, essentially. And I really liked that idea because it plays into the extremely fickle nature of how Roman gods are characterized, and how they meddle with human affairs. They're kind of cruel in a way. And that also marries with our concept in our world that the Phyrexians rejected their gods and exiled and banished them because they were assholes and they wouldn't stop fighting and killing everyone. So having an artifact that ties to them and works in a way that's really cruel, vindictive, and evil, I think reinforces in the world lore that, oh, these gods are different to Ivaldan's gods. They behave in different ways. Yeah. And
according to Wikipedia, which is according to Homer, what do they say about this? Eurytus became proud of his archery skills, and so proud he challenged Apollo. And he was killed for his hubris, for his presumption. And the bow passed to Euphydus, and then passed to Odysseus. And then, so is it the same bow in Odysseus that he used to shoot all the suitors of his wife after returning?
Yes. So there's a lot of like vengeance killing associated with this bow. Yeah.
All right, so it's that bow.
Yeah, it's that bow.
But cool, is that bow before it's passed to Odysseus?
Say what?
So to speak.
Oh, you had to be past. Yeah, I think it should be after those tales. I think that, and then some Raxian soldier or general's got it and brings it to Ivaldan and then dies in battle, basically.
Well, it could still be. Yeah, it could still kind of belong to his friend who is not like. It could have passed on to a friend. Wait, if his son. So passed to his son, and then Pythias. I mean, again, we don't have to follow the mythology exactly.
No. But I like that it has multiple, like, stories of tragedy attached to it. So, like, having that legacy of, like, it's spurning multiple people, I think is important. So then, some soldier, warrior brings it to Ivaldan for battle, and they probably die for some tragic reason as well, and then the bow is just in Ivaldan somewhere to be found.
Okay. All right, so, and also to clarify, Eurytus is Greek mythology, but our Raxian is like Roman. So it's like it's like an updating of the myth for Raxian mythology.
Yeah, but
so to speak.
Yes, but all Roman mythology is like updated Greek mythology anyway. So.
Well, I understand. Yeah, I understand. But we're doing the fanboy of the fanboy kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I mean, if we don't use the name Eurytus, which I'm okay with not using, or it can be Eurytus, and we just like use the name because it's fun.
Oh yeah, you're right. I haven't come up with a name for these things. Like, I guess the other one, we'll keep the guy's name, right? Because it's interesting, and he's like a real character from mythology. So we just call it his coat, like coat of Padan or coat of Bazarith, or Padan's coat, basically.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Padan's coat. Yeah. Okay. And then this one, we don't know. I mean, we could call it Eurytus. Like, I don't mind giving it the same name, even.
Eurytus isn't like a household mythological.
No, exactly. Which is fine. Or we could. What we should do is we should tie it to a god.
Sure.
And then basically, I need to name one of the Exilium, which I'm okay doing. I might do that. Like, I'll just find an old name for Apollo, essentially.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's your question. What would the name for Apollo be?
Is Apollo the Greek name or the Roman name? It's the Greek name, right?
It's it would be Greek.
Yeah. So maybe we find like the Roman equivalent and find an older version of that. But yeah, I'll do this off stream. We don't have to look that up now. We can just still brainstorm. So what have I written down here? I wrote down, inspired by Eurytus, bow of justice can only be used by someone who is just, but it requires them to do something vengeful to unlock its potential. We don't have to do this, but we don't have to do it can only be used by someone just. We can do that. It requires someone to be vengeful to unlock its potential.
Apollo is just Apollo.
In both?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
So, well, that just causes a problem where you're unlikely to find a name that's not Apollo.
Oh,
right?
Nah, it'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So Alex's idea at the time was how to unlock its true potential was you must kill a killer and one of their next of kin as well, because that's unjust. That's like an obvious, like, definite thing that you can do in worlds that can, you know, that makes sense.
So murderer, killer.
Yeah, killer, and one of the next of kin as well.
And +1.
Yeah, +1 exactly. Yeah.
So the best solution is just to, well, depending on how you feel about it, if you're pro-life or pro-choice, killing a pregnant woman who killed someone.
Yeah, depends if you define that creature's living or being or whatever.
Sorry, we're getting too deep into the politics of it. Sure.
Kurt, it's like every other stream. Kurt just wants to like edge towards the precipice and just talk about things. That I think it's because you're American. I think it's very much an American thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's also just because it's me.
Yeah, it's
I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah. I try not to. Yeah, that's how you get the fire hose. You can't put too many filters.
Okay, history. So I wrote Exilium artifacts. Bo belonged to an archer who was the grandson of a god who swore he was the greatest. The Raxian god was his grandfather. Yes, they regularly have kids. So yeah, I think that's an important part of it as well. It's like including the idea that Exilium had loads of kids and things. Okay, then viciously shot him for the remark. Since then, other heroes have wielded it to seek vengeance and justice. Recently, a hero died in Avalon, so it's here somewhere, and Raxians want it back, is what I said. There could be an inscription of it that could teach you how to use it and learn how to like unlock its power. And then what else did I say? This is a divine Raxian bow and quiver. The quiver didn't end up appearing, so just divine Raxian bow. Once wielded by one of their gods, it's powerful but cruel weapon. It's the same thing I've written down. Okay, fine.
So like Apollo coded though?
Yeah.
Apollo.
Yeah.
I can only remember by.
So let's rewrite both those stories. Like I'm okay with the first story, which is the Eurytus story, I think, where it belonged to an archer who was the grandson of a god. Said he was the greatest archer. The god took umbrage. Umbrage, that word? Took umbrage with it.
Umbrage.
Yeah, and killed the guy. And then the other story is the Suitors one, right? That one I'm less familiar with.
Well, the Suitors one is like a later myth, right?
That's great.
Yeah. Wait, is that the one you want to use?
I want to use both, possibly.
Oh.
I want to consider it at least.
Oh, okay. Sure. So he passed it to a friend who went to a great war, and it was used to kill a bunch of dudes at once somehow.
Right. Okay.
I mean, obviously, we could just like rip off the original myth, but it'd be funny. It'd be interesting to come up with another way to use a bow to kill a bunch of dudes that isn't the suitor myth, but is a similar kind of thing, like for justice.
I'm curious if that's... Well, no, that's what I like about it, is that it's not just... I mean, I don't know, did all those guys deserve to die? Didn't they massacre lots of people? Like,
I mean, they were up in his house.
Yeah.
You know, messing with his household. I don't know. It's pretty, it's pretty shady.
Yeah.
Well, like, they don't know if he's dead. She's like, hey. And, she's like, I don't know, man. He's just kind of letting everyone stay in her house.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed. But they're guys and they're rich, so tale as old as time. They think they can do whatever they want, so they're just kind of hanging about, waiting.
So what are you suggesting then? What did you ask?
Basically, what I'm saying is we can. I like the idea of a mass murder justice myth.
Yeah.
But the suitor myth is very famous, and we can use it, but it's a little too on the nose, is what I'm saying. So basically, inventing our own Rexy myth that's in the same ballpark would be interesting to me.
Oh, okay.
That's still clearly a nod to that myth, but I don't want to just do Avalin's version of the Odyssey, and it's like everything except you change the names.
Oh. I mean, we do that sometimes for for Celtic stuff. So
yeah, we do. It's true, but
we also make our own stuff as well. So yeah, I see.
But things that are like really on the nose, right? Like we could just name all the gods Apollo, all the Roman names or whatever, and Jupiter, but that's just too on the nose for me. So let me think about it. I mean, it could just be that we come up with a reference to the Odyssey and we just say, okay, a bunch of suitors were killed, or whatever, but just say mass murder justice myth would be fine.
Story. All right, then let's talk about how it ended up in Avalon then. So I just wrote here, since then other heroes have ordered it to seek justice and vengeance. Recently a hero died in Avalon, so it's here somewhere and the Rexons want it back, but let's expand on that a bit more.
So maybe the hero had such a strong sense of justice. He had to use the power and did the unjust killing, because you have to do something unjust along with it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to balance it up. But he felt such guilt over it that he killed himself, and he did the Socrates thing where he's just oh yeah, I can't live with myself anymore. I've gone against the grain of my being, like a Socrates type character, and he takes Nightlock or whatever.
Nah, he just does the cowboy thing. He just shoots directly upwards, and then waits.
Oh, he just shoots it up and waits.
Yeah, and then the arrow comes down and ends him.
And then he passes the bow to his protege and tells him to not use it until he really has to or something.
Yeah. And
so there's a that hero's protege who's traveling with it in secret, but he just protects it in honor of his mentor. Thoughts?
Yeah, and then how would heroes get it? I guess
they could ally with him, he could reveal its existence, and there's a thing where we have to. This is the weapon for the job, but it has a high price. The guy who has it doesn't want to use it, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So he might
hero.
That's what
recent hero travels to Avalon with it, and unlocked its potential by killing a killer and the innocent in, but couldn't handle the guilt and killed himself with the bow. So yeah, two ways to do this. One is there's a protege character, or B, the bow is just now somewhere waiting to be found, right? We need to do that for at least one or two of the artifacts, it's just somewhere and you have to find it, like a treasure in a dungeon, essentially.
But it makes more sense for the Rexian artifacts to be with someone or have a known location, because their arrival to Avalon would be more recent, right? They can get lost.
Yeah.
But it would be more likely for them to sort of be around.
Their protege, what do you call it? A squire, basically. Squire has it in wraps and is keeping it from Raxian officials, which it returned to Ataraxia.
And what I like about this, the way I imagine it, is it has kind of this, to me, this kind of Western subtext of the gunslinger, and with spaghetti westerns, those were made in Italy, and what's in Italy? Rome.
Okay.
So that won't be so obvious in the writing of it, but I'm saying that's the For the audience, that's my reference point subtext. It's justified.
Cool. Alright. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess then it doesn't need the riddle on it because the person can explain how it works.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
And should we have a vengeance story attached to it as well? Like, for example, what I'm imagining is this guy has the bow in Avalon. He won't use it because he saw what happened to his mentor, but he wants to somehow punish whatever happens that made his mentor want to do this kind of thing in the first place and then end up killing himself. But he won't do it, but he will give it to someone else that will do it on their behalf. That kind of thing.
I mean, it could be... Okay, well, okay, you...
Like, why would this guy give it up, is what I'm wondering.
Imagine that, okay, that this gunslinger is a hired gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if, like, he knows the power of it and he was hired to... Okay, the second death always has to be an innocent, right?
Yeah.
How does a good guy just, like, can you ever justify that? Not
Well,
really,
that's the
right?
point, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think maybe it shouldn't be the second death. It should be the first death. Because
So, like,
when you kill the innocent, you unlock its powers that then allow you to kill the bad guy, right?
When you kill an innocent, it basically becomes like a mega weapon that can't miss, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
So you kill the innocent, and then you use it to assassinate someone else. But
yeah.
If you were able to kill the innocent anyway, what's stopping you from just killing the bad guy first?
Because bad guys are powerful.
Yeah.
And so then, once you kill innocent, the bow becomes stronger, and that helps you kill the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
And also,
and
it's like vengeance as well. Like you're doing it out of rage too. It has to be the innocent has to be related to the killer, the bad person. So it can't just be a random kid.
Okay. What if like he's a hired gun, and he basically is like a drug lord or a crime lord or some sort of criminal, and he kills that person's child or wife, and then he kills that guy, but he finds out that they're actually just both innocent, and the official was like just using him to like
yeah, that's possible.
Kill him off.
Yeah, somehow that can work. Yeah.
So he ended up just killing two innocents.
Yeah.
And he couldn't live with himself. And then so he passed it on, and so his protege.
Oh no! Wait, there's magic to this, right? So the bow unlocks its power when you kill the innocent of a killer. Yeah. But if they're both innocent, then he'd kill the innocent person, and then power would unlock. Because the other guy didn't actually do it.
Well, yeah, but he just killed him normally. You could just still kill a guy normally with a bow, right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's a good thing though, because then it would make him immediately realize that he killed someone for no reason.
Yeah. You mean the second guy?
Oh no, because I mean the way the bow would work, you'd realize after the first guy, right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he kills the first person, but he doesn't kill the second person necessarily. He just like realizes that he
just killed someone for no reason. Yeah, and then maybe it was a trick. Maybe that person wanted that person dead as well. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not like he's a good guy because he just fucking he's going around assassinating innocents anyway. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's just a very it's just such a high price to pay. But I guess that's also what makes it interesting.
Yeah. That's the point. It's like I actually don't expect most people would use this, but
and that's a good reason to use it, right? Like a person with like huge guards, with like intense, insane like coverage, And so you kill the innocent, and then you could shoot him from fucking 10 miles away or something like that.
Something like that.
It becomes like a super scope or whatever.
Yeah.
Zoe says, "Do this for me, and the bow is yours. Make the heroes do the deed without the bow." So it can also be a manipulation. Like it could be that they're also the users themselves are morally gray, so they're just kind of like, yeah, maybe it's okay.
But I like that idea that he had basically. It's unlocked when you're killing a killer. Parents unlocks. Okay, wait. Let me write that down somewhere else. So how it works? Unlock. Its potential is unlocked by killing the innocent kin of a killer, which then, I mean that's it. And then I think in the end it'd be up to you to then kill the killer. You don't have to kill the killer if you don't want to, but you would assume that you would.
You like maybe it gives you like all this fucking information on them, right? Like you know where they are, you know where they're gonna be, you could track them down. Like it gives you like super information.
Right, yeah, okay. So we're saying then it has. So we're gonna basically say that it has 3 tiers of powers. One is it's basically a good bow. Yeah. 2, if you kill the kin of a killer, it becomes an even better bow with some kind of superpower for shooting. And it also gives you loads of information on the killer, so then that encourages you to do it again in the future as well. If there's another killer you want to kill, we'll then kill the innocent. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And the idea is kind of inspired. Actually, that idea is inspired by a movie I haven't seen yet. That I'm interested in seeing called. Have you heard of a movie called Blue Ruin?
No.
So it's like a action movie, but it deconstructs the action genre, where like there's like this kid whose parents were killed. And so he goes on like a vengeance streak to like avenge his parents.
Yeah.
But the way the story's told is very realistic, where like he'll do something and injure his hand, and his hand is just injured for the whole movie. And there's all these like morally ambiguous things that happen because he's trying to act like in an action movie, but it has a rule of the real world involved, which includes uncertainty, right? That's one of the biggest things when you're trying to kill a person. Do you have the right guy? You don't fucking know.
Right.
Like it's not like you have, a photograph of him or whatever. But if you can someone can point you the way, and you just kill someone who he knows or is close to them, even if he's not available, his mom or whatever, then you can just get certain information about the guy.
Wait, so how do you get the information? He has a weapon or something? Sorry, so I understood what you said, but then I didn't catch the part where you said is it a weapon that he used to get information, or is it just the film in general as the theme of it?
The movie?
Yeah.
No, he does get information.
Yeah, but how?
How
does he get the information?
The thing is that I haven't seen the movie yet.
So fair enough. But... yeah, okay, right. So...
No, but the substance information is even if it's deconstructing the action tropes, right? Like this guy knows he wants to get revenge, but he doesn't fucking know if he's doing the right thing at any given time. So he's trying to be an action hero, but the world is not like an action hero place for action heroes, right? So, anyway, this is what I've heard about the movie. I hear it's very good, so I want to check it out. So if you like action movies and you like deconstruction of genres, I hear it's good, and it's very well reviewed by critics, so it's on my kind of short list for movies to watch.
But upon killing the king, the bow's powers did not unlock. Letting them know the killer is actually innocent and they killed someone for no reason. Couldn't handle the guilt, couldn't solve the bow. Okay. Sure. Alright, that's really cool. Nice. Alright, that's that then, right? We've got the origin story. It belongs to the child of a god, where it belonged to a god and was passed to them by... Well, belonged to a god, it was passed down to the child. Belonged to a god and was passed to their child and grandchild. and grandchild, and so on to an archer. Yeah, and that's kind of its origin story. And then we got this story here as well. Cool.
Hold on. I'm going for water real quick.
Yeah.
But let's move it. Keep it moving.
Okay. Then, right. Well, then we'll move on to the next thing, I guess. Which is this mail. Although, I need to introduce what this mail is. Oh, you're back. Good. Alright, we've skipped the boat, which is like your first choice. But that's fine, right?
No, I'm warming up.
You're warming up? Okay. This mail is really cool. So, this is another artifact from the British treasures that is also one of the ones that tests, like, how honorable someone is. So this is the Mantle of Tegai Goldbreast. And this mantle, it would reach to the ground when worn by a faithful woman. It would only hang down to the lap of an unfaithful wife. So I was like, okay. The reason why I wanted to include this artifact was because it was one of the few artifacts that was attached to a woman in of the 13 treasures. But obviously, I didn't want this magical artifact to be a like faith testing thing. Yeah, slut detector.
Slut shaming armor. Yeah,
slut detector. But turns out this woman has some other lore associated with her as well, which is really cool. Her name's Tegai Yudfron. She was a legendary seafaring Celtic queen of Gwent. And I was like, whoa, cool. Let's make it about that instead. That's way better. So here's what I came up with. This, because she's called Goldbreast, I said that the armor should be golden, which is why she's called Goldbreast. This is a golden cuirass that once belonged to a Vardic queen. Around its shoulders is a deep sea blue mantle that shimmers like moonlit water. The queen was renowned for her honesty and seafaring skills. Her armor bestows the following powers. The wearer can swim in this armor without any hindrance the armor would usually have, and they always know true north and knows the location of the nearest shoreline. The wearer may summon an aura of golden light that ends charms and illusions, which is like a honesty kind of thing, dispelling lies. And if the wearer lies, the mantle becomes slightly heavier as it becomes soaked in seawater. Upon the third lie in as many hours, the heavy drenched mantle will suffocate the wearer in 3 turns if it is not destroyed.
So, I don't mind this power.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of how it would come to play. Like, are you my friend? Yes. Like why would they lie?
Well, no. The point is, you don't know about this. This would be like the legendary secret lore. So it's got a curse, but you don't know it when you get it, basically.
Okay, so. Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it works as well. Like, and then if you do learn about it, well, then you know, shit. While I wear this thing, I can't lie, and that's fine.
Sure.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or even better, you can then also gift it to a Pinocchio character, right? If you know some motherfucker, sorry, my language. If you already know some asshole, it's like just always lies out of their goddamn teeth. Then great, gift them this chainmail and watch them suffer for it, right? Like.
Yeah, but then you're giving it your sweet ass gold.
Yeah, but then they die. You take it off them. It's fine.
You're right. It could be that you use it to like suss out a traitor, like a mutiny.
Yeah, there's lots of things you do with
it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I love that he said, yeah, there's lots of things to do with it. It's a very specific effect.
Yeah, but it punishes liars, and if they don't know that they're lying, then it lets you know.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm down with it. Yeah. Say less. You got me.
Okay, cool. So then the question is how did this thing come about, I guess? I do think, though, like, maybe I've been going too hard on the how did this thing come about, because I feel like most legendary treasures don't have that story. I mean, I know the One Ring did for Lord of the Rings, but in like the mythos, there's usually just like this belonged to this person who was really wonderful, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I think you do it. I mean, it's just like any storytelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
You tell it if it serves the narrative and the flavor, and you omit it if it'll detract from it.
Yeah.
So the thing is what we add to it by giving. Is telling its origin adding to it, or is it distraction from it? That's the only thing that matters at this point. Is it interesting to give it a background? It could be like it was a gift from a guy, from the ever a stranger or like a fae who loved her, that we could say all sorts of stuff. But then you're bringing these other people into it rather than it being this kind of like dope ass Celtic sea queen.
Yeah, I feel like this is like so tied to her that maybe it should just be.
Yeah, that maybe you just leave it out, and I can see an argument for that of just like omitting the origin in favor of just having it be purely tied to her.
Yeah,
it's cool.
So then the question becomes: is how would someone find this? Like, where would they find it?
It's sitting at the bottom of a lake or ocean or body of water or river that she put on a trader, and she didn't have time to retrieve it.
She didn't have time to retrieve it.
Well, like, let's say there's some sort of trader or mutiny or something, and she was able to escape, and so she just took the money and ran and retired on an island happily ever after. She gave up the pirating life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as her final punishment, she gave when she realized that traitorousness was afoot, and that her first mate was gonna basically like give her up to the Raxans or an enemy or something in exchange for a bunch of money. She pulled the reversey, like, "Hey, you're the captain now.
Yeah, here's your mantle." Yeah,
and it has this magic. You're swimming, right? It's great. Oh, by the way, did you know about this? He's like, "No, I didn't," and he starts to fucking sink in the water.
Yeah, exactly. But then how would players retrieve it though? It's at the bottom of the sea or something like that. That sounds really.
She might like tell that story, so some people associated with will understand, like, because it's still at the bottom of the sea or a body of water or whatever. Yeah. But once they retrieve it, they'll be able to get it. So maybe the bottom of the ocean's too deep.
Yeah.
Or it could be, if it's at the bottom of the ocean, it could have been retrieved by a Morgan. It could be sitting in a Morgan's Trove somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that can work.
So,
no, it doesn't. I really want these artifacts to be found in Avarnum specifically.
In
Avarnum. In Avarnum, yeah, the mortal realm. Yeah.
Well, that's something being sunk.
I like the I'm gonna write this down. I like the mutiny traitor story.
Whenever I come up with these ideas, I'm just like, you know what I would do if I were her? That's what I would do. Like shower thoughts.
Well, fine. Here is your captain's mantle. Knowing they would lie. And thus the person on the ground. I guess why would they be swimming though? Now I'm wondering, like, did we change it? Like, instead of...
Say again?
I'm wondering why the person would be swimming to direct... Like, my idea was that the mantle comes over you and drowns you yourself. But then it wouldn't be lost at the bottom of the sea. But we could change it so that then, instead of it drowning you, the mantle drags you to the nearest body of water, then drowns you. But then someone could stop you, right? I don't know if that works.
Oh, it like drags you? Like, even if you're on the boat, it'll like...
Yeah, it'll pull you into the water and drown you. Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Oh! No, because like it has like a little cape thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The original legend is about like
it changed length. Yeah.
Yeah, so it fucking gets longer and like drags you, like it wraps into something and drags you into the ocean.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it'll wrap into a sea animal. I don't know, it'll fucking wrap itself around a shark. I don't know.
Becomes slightly longer. Although ironically, the original legend was it gets shorter when you lie, but you know, in the original legend it gets shorter when you lie, or if you're unfaithful. But it is what it is.
We're subverting it.
Yes, we're subverting it. Yeah, that's what you say. If there were lies, the mantle becomes slightly longer. From the third lie, in as many hours, the lengthy mantle, becomes as long as it needs to. Wait, is this now like how you get to water as well? Needs to find a body of water from which it then drags the wearer in and drowns. Like, is that too crazy? But that's kind of fun, right? Like,
Yeah, let's stick with it for now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, imagine you're in a bar and then you like tell a bunch of lies and it like fucking draws your head into the toilet or something, you know, into like a bucket of like a,
that's
a
fine.
shitty diarrhea.
But I'm just thinking
or
like,
something.
if my brain immediately goes to what if you're in a desert? Does it just go like 50, 60, 70 miles and then drags you to the shoreline? Maybe you'd die of hunger before you got there. But
would it move that slow? How long does it take to drive across the UK? 50 or 60 days?
no, but I'm saying
long.
if you took it somewhere else, like to a different land that had a big desert in
Oh,
it.
sure. Oh, like if you're in the middle of like the Gobi Desert?
Yeah,
Or Gobi Desert?
yeah. What happens now?
Yeah, so then you lie in order to find water.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Is that okay? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think let's run with it for now. It's
Yeah.
kind of,
I'll keep the other version as well.
yeah,
I'll keep both.
let's think about it. It's kind of dumb, but it's also kind of fun.
All right. So are we
And-
saying then now that it's we still like the idea of it being at the bottom of the sea somewhere, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. I like this mutiny story. Let's keep it.
Bottom of the sea, off the shore of Ireland, off of Ireland's shore. How might it be retrieved, though?
You just have to go get it. You hear about it, and then you use magical powers to swim to the bottom of the ocean and get it. Because you want badass armor and charms and illusions and stuff. You have an underwater sea adventure
Yeah.
with a
Guess
Morgan's help.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Morgans can't get it because they lie too much. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
So then basically the legendary lore for that is exactly where it is, essentially, like where to find it.
sorry, you cut out. Say again.
I was saying that the legendary lore is then this story, which then tells you exactly where it is, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the rare or / legendary lore is Mutiny Shrine story tells you where to find it. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, then we're now at the last one, which is the
Let's do it.
the ship.
Run it.
So, as we said before, this ship is Arthur's, but in our world, it's not. It belongs either to the Ever Stranger. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're going to be King Arthur. The ship either belongs to the Ever Stranger or it belongs to one of his Telworth Taig. That's what the horse theming is for the Muckalevi kind of theme. And the Muckalevi also kind of walks between into the sea and worlds and things like that, so I think it's tied to their magic somehow. What do you think of the random ability that I came up with when I was talking to you? That on board you become a ghost and you don't need rations?
What happens? So let's say you're on the boat for 300 days.
Yeah.
And you come back, you're just like whatever state you were in before, physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Cool. Because I needed to think of interesting things for this actually, and I'm glad I really
you know what that's similar to though.
Yeah.
You know, there's a famous ship in which that happens. Can you think of what ship I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, Quaty just mentioned it in chat as well. Yeah. Is that
yeah, there it is.
Remind guys. Okay, so did I just invent Pirates of the Caribbean by accident? Well,
Well, no, okay. So Pirates of the Caribbean is there's like cursed treasure.
Yeah.
And the cursed treasure turns them into zombies, and they're like undead during like full moonlight.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right. It's the first film, right? It's the first or second film.
Yeah. Yeah, the good one. The first three are all fine, but the first one is definitely the best. Like, yeah.
Is it they become undead and they walk onto the water with like a ship on the boat on them, right? That's the scene from that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have seen it then. Yeah.
And they're like having battles, and they're under the moonlight, and like the swords are going through their skeletons and shit. Oh man, that's just awesome. Can't wait to show that to Ren.
Okay, so then question. This I feel like,
but it's different.
Yeah.
Because in Pirates they become like skeletal zombie creatures, but they become ghosts here. They become like spirits. So that is different.
Yeah, and it also just means that you're great at sea battles as well. Because what are arrows going to do to you if you're a ghost?
Yeah.
Quody says, in the first one, they're cursed, and at night time they become undead. Right, it's David Jones, I think, who can make his boat come out of the water. Yeah. So yeah, that's the same theme kind of in here as well. Like, I don't know if it's going to go under the water, but it's the same kind of idea. You combine a cursed ship with David Jones' ship. Yeah, nice. Okay. So you don't need rations, which means it's awesome for going on journeys. You also become a ghost, which means you can't be harmed. Don't need rations, and can't be harmed conventionally in ship battles. I have rules about what affects you when you're a ghost already, so I can use the same rules here. Ship fights. So that's great. The ship can... Now here's... I don't know how we do this. Maybe I need your advice here, or ideas, or chat's ideas as well. So I really want it to be that the ship can sail into the other world kind of whenever you want it to, within reason, I guess. And maybe there's some kind of ritual you have to do, but then where does it take you? It can't take you anywhere you want it to go, because that seems weird. Like, you can go anywhere in the other worlds. That seems strange. Maybe you can only go to the Everstranger's other world. Maybe it only goes to a certain port in the Everstranger's other world. They always sail to the same spot there. That would help, because I don't know how, as a GM, you would like figure out where. But then maybe it's more interesting if they go anywhere the place want to go, as long as they know about that place, because it gives them a way to travel to all the different courts if they want to, you know? So, what do you think?
So, in terms of practicality, is this just like our world's fast travel ship?
Yeah.
This is our...
we have the fast travel chariot, but that could take you anywhere in Avalon that you've been to before. This is
the
otherworld version of that.
Yeah. I like that it can go to other worlds, but it should be limited to where it should travel. Like, maybe it can go to more places as wider reign over the Everstranger's otherworld.
Say that again, sorry?
But
I heard you, but I didn't understand.
It has a wider... It has dominion of the Everstranger's otherworld. It can go anywhere in the Everstranger's otherworld. But maybe it could only go to certain points in the other worlds.
like agreed ports, because otherwise it's too invasive.
Yeah. But I don't know how they would agree on those ports, maybe.
I mean, it could also be tied to the act of the Everstranger distributing souls to other realms as well. Like, it's like
that's true, yeah,
a ghost
like,
ship kind of thing.
Basically, wherever the Everstranger or the Hooded Ones or their agents or Dawn drops off spirits to the other courts, that's where the ship can kind of just land.
Yeah. But it's cool now, because we have these different... Like, we can just basically pick a house. We could pick a house for each court, and this can go to that house.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sure.
What does Quady say in chat?
Quady says that it could be that you need to do some ritual within the otherworld in order to, like, tether the ship to that location. So when you want, within reason, it can pull you into the tethered place in the other world. So yeah, that's the idea of, like, rather than limiting it to just a place that's predetermined, you tether it to a place that you've been before.
Yeah.
But maybe it is maybe there is a ritual that the otherworld did, that the Fey Court, the Court of Whispers, is aware of, but they've done it at those places.
Yeah.
But hypothetically, someone could learn the ritual.
That's both ideas combined. Yeah. So that's like the super legendary lore. Like, if you learn how to do this ritual, then you can actually go to places you've been to before if you tie in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's do that then. Yeah, thanks, Quasi. Yeah.
Good idea, Freddie. Nice. It's in the book.
It's in the book. The ship can sail into the other world. So you can sail into the other world to predetermined ports, essentially to drop off. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and Cordy, thanks for feeling exciting. It's part of the creative process too. So if you're chatting with us, we're open to everything. We're not gonna use or crap. We're just trying to figure stuff out, and that it's fun. It's fun to collaborate with ideas with people, and thanks for being part of that. So that's what it's about. That's what the creative process is about. It's fun.
Perform ritual, an elaborate ritual to create a new port. somewhere. Anywhere. Anywhere you like in the bottom. Okay, so I feel like this is like one of those ones where as you learn more about it, it becomes more powerful. Like, so to begin with, you could just sail into the other world, and it takes you to a spot, but you don't know where it's going to take you. But then you learn how to control the ship and take it to where you want it to go, and then you learn you can make other places as well. So the next question is how do you command the ship to go to the other world? Is it just like a command? Do you have to press a button? Do you have to do some kind of spell or ritual? Do you have to have dead aboard? I mean, you are dead though, so that already works.
Are you dead though? You're not dead. You're not dead per se. Like,
but you're a ghost,
it could be that. It could be that you do have to like escort someone like an honorable dead or a fae that has business in that other world.
But that feels too restrictive again though now. Then it's like that's really It's just it's just something you say or command you give as the captain, or you like turn the rudder in a certain way, you know. Oh,
maybe it has a cool ass rudder.
Yeah.
Or has a cool ass.
It's literally off camera, but that's fine.
What was that?
It's off camera because the ship's only half drawn.
Oh yeah. But fine. No, like inside the cabin, there's like it's like a what do you call it? What do you call those spheres? The navigator spheres or whatever?
Oh, the armillary sphere.
Yeah, it's like an otherworldly armillary sphere.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
The only one that exists.
Yeah.
It's the only one that exists.
So then you have to learn how to use it to then go to where you want to go.
Yeah, there's like a skill. There's like a skill gap.
But a crude person can just like rotate it and do it, and then the ship goes somewhere.
And then you just go somewhere. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I love it. So at least in the... I don't know if it has quarters per se. It's not a massive ship, but it has like a bit at the back, right, where the rudder is and that kind of thing and stuff. Well, we'll figure it out. In the captain's area, wherever that is. Captain's area. Quarters.
Yeah. Ooh, I have a suggestion for where this is. I have a thought about where this boat is right now.
Okay, hold on to it for a second. In captain's area, quarters, or rudder spot, there is a device or rudder, or magical rudder, device rudder that, when used, sends the ship to the other world. If the person doesn't know how to operate it, it will take you to a randomly selected one of its locations. When you learn how to use it, the ship can sail into the other world to predetermined ports. And then super secret, you can do like rituals. Cool, yeah, that's really awesome. So like, I love things like this. It's perfect because like, just having the boat, stepping onto it, you immediately know that you become a ghost. You're like, oh shit, step on this boat, we die. Oh, but you step off it again and you're fine, right? It's like, okay, cool.
Yep.
Then you find the rudder and you touch it and it takes you to a random spot on the other world. You're like, oh crap. And then how do you get back? You have to touch it again, you go to another random spot, and then eventually you end up back in Nevada. And then you learn how to use it, and you can go wherever you want to go, and then you learn how to like tether it somewhere. It's so cool now. So freaking cool. Alright, so where's the ship come from, you think, Kurt?
Come from, or where is it going? Or where is it?
All of those things. Like, how do you find it? Or how did it come about, if we want to do that or not? And then how do you find it today? How might heroes get this?
I think it'd be funny if basically there's a
What was your idea?
fae, or I would like it if there was a fae that used it that didn't know how to use it from like the court of Whispered or something, or a different court, and they're lost somewhere in the other world and they don't know how to get back, or they're lost in the mortal world and they don't know how to get back.
Yeah, that's kind of good. Obviously, the question is, well, why don't they just touch the thing again? But I guess they don't want to because they did it once and it screwed it up. And
yeah, and they're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. They have anxiety issues. relatable. But they're also a ghost, so they're like, well, it's not the worst. They can just kind of.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Obviously, then it begs the question that if the players have it and they return to the Everstranger's realm with it, is it going to get like confiscated, or is it okay if they have it, or do they then have to prove themselves worthy of it and then they get to keep it, kind of thing?
Yeah, I think proving themselves worthy if they're in service to the to Dawn or whatever. Yeah. Like it could be that it's a holdover from because it's a boat that could travel both in the Otherworld and Avalon, right? In
Avalon, it just sails around. Like, it's not special in Avalon except you become a ghost person. But its special thing is that it can travel to these certain ports. Yeah.
Okay. It could also be a holdover from the Divine Briandali, the Age of Gods, where they needed, like Dawn, like had a ship that they just needed because they were both in the Otherworld and they were in Avalon, in the mortal world, right?
Yeah, I like it. So it was ship crafted, a ship like commissioned, I guess, kind of by the Everstranger during Divine Brindle to help ferry souls between. To help ferry lost souls. Yeah, I think we did this before as well. I like this idea where it's. Oh, we did this for the chariot, didn't we? Or some other thing where it had a big purpose, but thousands of years later, they do it a different way now, and this thing is no longer needed for that, and so it's kind of free for the players to pick up. So it was like commissioned by the Everstranger during the Divine Bridal to help ferry lost souls between realms. They do that a different way today. That's like a parentheses thing. I don't think we need to mention that, but they do that a different way today. And then I love your idea of it was stolen by
the joyrider. Like basically someone took on the joyride.
Like Booback, basically. Like freaking Booback. Yeah.
Ooh! I like just a boat of Boobaks, of ghost Boobaks that don't actually know how to get back.
Yeah, stolen by Boobaks. Who by Booback, who are now lost somewhere, and I still don't know why they wouldn't operate it again, just to keep going round. But like, why don't they just do it again? I guess maybe there's like some other key to it or something that they don't have for some reason, or like you have to recharge it after making one jump. Maybe that's it. Like he makes a jump and you have to recharge it, and the recharging part is something that they don't have access to, and that's why they're stuck.
Would you sure? Yeah, what would that mechanic be? It's not like you like hook it up to a battery.
Yeah, it's like an electric car. Like the obvious thing is like death and things is obvious, but that's like I feel like it's too obvious.
Sylvia says they push the button and they don't know which one.
Well, yeah,
it could just be that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what we settled on. But they could just press all the buttons again. Like we also want the idea that people can get onto this boat and press a button by accident and go somewhere, right?
Sure.
And they will keep going to random places if they don't know how to do it.
So they have accidentally broken the button. Maybe it just needs to be repaired.
They have broken it and
that's why it's repaired.
Yeah, it's possible.
And then once you repair the device, then you can move it. But they don't have the know-how or magic or technology to do so.
Okay, that is a fine answer. Where we're at now, lost somewhere.
Placement. Placeholder idea.
Yeah, they broke it, and it needs to be repaired to get back. But I prefer my recharge answer because it adds another limitation to the thing, and you can't just pour everywhere whenever you want all the time. You have to do something to be able to do it again, so you have to have some thought to it. So
yeah, it's just if you're traveling a bunch, the recharge would have to be consistent across worlds, right?
Mm-hmm. You have to be able to how to do it as well, and
I mean the recharge could be like because like you're on the boat and you're a ghost, but you're not actually dead.
Yeah.
So it could be that the recharge is ferrying spirits. That's the recharge. Like you go to a place and then
Like you have to do something productive.
yeah, and the Bubak don't understand that. They're like, why the? We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we've got two ideas. We've got that idea. Have to use its original purpose, and ferry. The thing is, that sounds really annoying. Like, if you want to use this thing in a campaign and you have to use it every time you have to do that, that's going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Ferry spirit. Or it's just something like just some kind of ritual, some kind of like spell utterance, right words that you spend doing for like an hour, like a mantra that you do, and they just don't know it, so there's no way for them to know, right? Or it's just some mantra you have to chant for an hour a day, a lengthy period of time. Show your devotion or something like that. Show your devotion to, I don't know, death, rebirth, the ever stranger, death, rebirth, ever stranger, something like that. But then, if you find these boot back, well then your idea works better that they broke it because then you can figure out how to fix it. Whereas my idea doesn't work because then how would you get back if you find these boot back as well? Because you wouldn't know it unless you were looking for the ship in the first place. But that it's more fun if you find them by accident, right?
Yeah.
So I think the broken idea is probably best, just because that enables that story. Because how would you learn this if you find it by accident?
Yeah, and then it creates its earned thing of like that's an adventure to repair it, right?
Yeah.
Like creating this rationale of how to fix this magically with wherever it is is an interesting otherworldly adventure to me.
So then let's.
Sorry.
You're gone.
Yeah, because also in the Evermother's domain, there's like really good crafters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like having to like go to the crafters and convince them to let us. What can you do to let us like fix this boat and get these boo back home?
Yeah.
And then, well, what are you going to do for me, kind of thing? Like, yeah, it's interesting. There's like interesting plot lines that
needs to be repaired to get back. Okay, then for the traveling, then I could solve that easily just by doing it like once per day. It can travel somewhere, so you have to stay in port or sail around for another day before you can use it again. Nuisance ship. I don't know what we want. There's a magical rudder that, when used once per day. Okay, so then how might they repair this thing? Do they need a master phase-smith to repair it? But then they have to go and get one and bring it here, basically? Or can it be something the players can do by themselves?
Well, okay, here's the thing. If they become a ghost, can you repair...
Yeah. The ghost, there's some kind of magic material that's available in the Ever Stranger's worlds that can be interacted with by ghosts and people. Yeah.
I see. Well, either way, I mean, I think it's interesting to convince Attila Take to like board the boat and like help you fix it.
Master. Let's say Ever Child.
You literally
or. Yeah. Actually, it's funny because it's made of wood as well. You could get someone from the Evermother's realm as well, possibly. Everchild,
yeah, exactly.
Everfather, or Evermother. It's kind of like you go anywhere, really. Which means, yeah. I'm just thinking, I still like the idea of players getting on there and pressing the button and disappearing as well.
I mean, players could also fix it if they're like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really up to the game master, like. We're not specifying the nature of the destruction, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if we include it in a future adventure or something, then we can get more specific. Yeah. Until then, I think you just can't leave it open.
All right, but I think this is enough. This is awesome. So it had a purpose once that it's no longer needed to be served. Boobacks they went for a joyride, which is hilarious. And I guess the Boobak are now ghosts as well because they're on the ship, right? But
yeah, and one of their main hobbies, like they want to get back. Okay, if they're in the domain of the Evermother, but they can still leave the ship, right?
Well, we didn't know where they are. They stole it from the stranger and they went somewhere. We can decide what realm they're in. I mean, we don't have to decide it, actually. The DM can put it in any realm they want to, and it's still, the story still fits. So I think we should leave it open so they can...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I just have in my mind the Boobok are like in the Evermother's domain, and they just like leave the ship to eat all the good stuff, and then get back on the ship and then run away.
They're like marauding captain pirates, like just eating stuff.
Yeah. They're just like they're on the ship. They're like just trying to like on these like big ass lakes of rivers that exist in the Evermother's domain, and they just like get out. They just eat a bunch of food. They get back on, and then like
sure. So the Boobak are being a menace, being pirate menaces. In the meanwhile, it can be prepared by a master Feycrafter or great crafter in general. A great mortal crafter. Question mark. Cool. And then, this ship has the powers that you're a ghost on board, you're eating rations, and it has these teleport powers. Cool, it's awesome. I freaking love it. I'm so pleased with this. Once again, I'm really pleased with a lot of these artifacts, actually. Like, we just go through it, and it just gets better and better and better, and I get really excited by it. And I think it's really interesting and unique as well. You don't see many ships and boats in Sourcebooks and things like that.
It's fun. Even though they're like often my favorite part about like video game fantasy. Like, arguably that's a huge part of Final Fantasy, right? Like, I'm always like, when do I get the airship? That's all I fucking care about. Just give me my airship.
You're right. So this is us adding adding one of the airships. We got two airships. We got the chariot and we got this.
So, some good stuff.
Cool. All right, this stream was a bit longer than I planned, but we did the awesome stuff, right?
Thanks, Zilphia. Zilphia can't stop chuckling about those little guys going for a joyride.
I know.
Inspired by my son running through IKEA. Just don't stop. It's funny. Cool. Sorry. Quick comment about that. Ren is very Boobok coded.
Yeah.
And then when he's at IKEA, he sees arrows on the ground, and he'll like do the zoom. He'll like run past them and like do like a Mario Kart.
Oh, like he's getting faster because the arrows are on the floor.
Yeah. Jump over.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
I love that boy so much.
Nice.
And I love you, brother. And I love you guys in the chat.
Zilphia,
QWERTY, 2app from YouTube, all our folk who are what do you call it? Lurking. Except for a second, I forgot my internet lingo. I was like, God, I'm very old. That I almost forgot what lurking was. But we all should lurk a little bit more. We'll be back next week, I believe. And next week, exciting, I'll be streaming from my new townhouse with better internet.
Oh, that is really exciting. Cool.
And I mean, hopefully, unless something goes like terribly wrong, so hopefully not. Oh, thank you, QWERTY. Yeah, thank you, and thank you for the ideas. Thank you for the ideas, Zilphia. Thank you for the ideas, QWERTY. Copyright, Adderstone Games 2025. It's and better internet. So like even on this stream, like towards the end, you were just like cutting out sometimes on me, man. I'm like, oh god, like I got the gist of it because we talked about. But
last thing,
yeah,
should we have the ship have a skeleton crew that rows it, so you don't need 20, 30 people to man the ship, and it can just be a party of people?
It could be one guy.
No, I was thinking like a literal skeleton crew. They just sit there, and then whenever you want to go.
Oh, but they're like drones.
They don't have like personality or whatever. They don't do anything else.
Let's put it in. Okay. They're like robots.
Okay, cool. Boy, actually Hans has a literal skeleton crew beneath.
Can we have?
That row.
Now I want to add in skeletons and Boobox to this artwork, but here's leave that if I should do more work on it. So we'll just leave it as it is.
Yeah, and we can't have the Boobox there just because the GM can use it in other ways, and you wanted to show it as it is.
What does Arthur do? Like, does it say in the book? It's just as he has the boat, right? Like, do his knights like man it? Like who?
Dude, it's even speculated that Prydwen isn't even a boat; it could be a shield. Like the poem's like very. It's hard to interpret what it is, what's being talked about at different stages and when things are being named. And yeah, he did have a ship. It's likely that the name was Prydwen, but it's also possible that Prydwen could refer to a shield as well or something. So no, there's really not much information about it at all, except that he sailed into the underworld on a ship. Yeah.
And that's the kind of deep lore you get only on the Adderstone Games pod.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get going. My throat feels like daggers, but I feel like it was a productive stream. So, both are always productive streams. Cordy, you know your thief will love the innocent killing bow. Based only one in the game for ultimate chaos. Yeah, it's the perfect weapon for a thief like that.
Yeah, there's like kind of morally grey characters.
Yeah, they're like, beware, you have to kill an innocent. And they just like.
Yeah, it told me twice. Yeah.
I didn't let me finish my sentence. Someone related to that guy. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
All right.
Carry on.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Later. All right.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I just like turned off Discord instead of the stream. Okay, bye, guys.